Hey guys, if you're watching this, you're going to be following my keto phase 1 plan. So first of all, I want to let you know I'm always here for you, but I do this so much with my corporate and online and studio clients. I thought it was best just to do this on video, but again, I'm always here for you if you have questions. So you're doing phase 1, right? So if you listen to the podcast, this is kind of a reiteration, but what you're going to get is a yes and no food list, right? And then you also received a sheet from me showing how many grams of protein you should have and how many grams of carbs. So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna have a protein shake, 1 scoop of protein powder, 1 tablespoon of ghee, 1 tablespoon of MCT oil. Put it in a blender with ice, shake it up with a Nutribullet or whatever, and that is your morning shake. Not a meal replacement. Do you need to have breakfast? No. But don't think of it as a meal replacement. What it's designed for is getting your protein intake in and your high fat intake. During the day, you're gonna follow the yes list. You're gonna eat as much lean protein as you can. Remember, if you're diabetic and you're on insulin, you cannot do this meal plan. If you're on glucophage, you are fine. But if you're on insulin, this is out, absolutely not. But back to the meat. Clean meats, turkey, chicken, Angus burgers. Keep the red meat minimal because the cholesterol is high in it and there's a lot of saturated fat. White meats are best, fishes, seafood, eggs. So you're gonna chart on your app for the first 7 days. You're gonna take a picture of the screen. I've sent you all this paperwork and you're gonna send that to the text number 407-242-5333 where myself or a food coach is gonna look at it to make sure you're on the right path. Be careful of your meats. A lot of meats today are cured in sugar and you gotta be really careful. There's one day I was at Publix and I stayed there for about a half hour with the butcher, and he was shocked that all the deli meat had sugar on it. They had no deli meat that had no sugar on it. Be careful of your bacons. And then at nighttime, you're gonna have another shake, just like you did in the morning. You're gonna do that for 30 days. Here's where people fail. They have a cocktail, a margarita. What this is really is keeping a low glycemic index, meaning we're not gonna spike your insulin for 30 days. Okay? There's no fruit for 30 days. Okay? No breads, no pastas, so we don't want any carbohydrates or simple sugars. It's on the yes and no list. So you got to be really careful not to spike your insulin in these 30 days. And I've had a couple clients go for a week and then they said this doesn't work anymore, and then I find out they had a margarita or they glass of wine. Well, what happens is, let's talk about what ketosis is. Ketosis is, this is 7 pounds of fat, right? So we're gonna train your body to burn fat for energy versus carbohydrates. So for the first 2 or 3 days when you start, you might go through something called the keto flu, where you feel like you've got the flu. If you do, let me know. I have some solutions. Not everybody goes through it. Then you're gonna go into ketosis. Ketosis is the breakdown of the fat for energy. And that's when you release ketones into your bloodstream, your urine, or your breath. Way more than you need to know, all right? But that is what ketosis is. So what happens is, let's say you have a margarita on Saturday, you spike your insulin, you get thrown out of ketosis and you go back into burning carbs for energy. Well, a lot of people are like, well, I'm starting tomorrow. Well, it's not like a light switch. You're not gonna go back into ketosis the next day. It could take 3 to 4 days, maybe 5 days, depending on your body, and you've wasted everything you've done before. So it's really not worth it. So if you're not sure you can eat clean for 30 days, if you have a birthday party coming up or something where you feel like you're not gonna be able to handle it, don't do this because you're wasting your time, all right? Other than that, that's really it. Listen to the podcast. Have any questions, let me know. And that's really it. That's phase 1. Phase 1 is 30 days. We'll sit down, reevaluate after your 30 days. You should lose at least, at the minimum, 15 pounds of fat in the first 4 weeks. Have any questions? Let me know. You got this? Have a good day.